We're Jason and Angela Spraggins. We're with Calvary Baptist Church.
We're in the daily life class.
Well, our North Carolina trip started with, I came home from the men's fellowship on Thursday, and Angela had been watching all the videos on North Carolina. And as soon as I sat down, she said, I feel like I need to do something. And then I asked her, what do you want to do? We finally decided our best way to help people would be to feed people. And I told her we had to have a plan and where to go. We can't just load up and go look for people to feed. And I think 9:30 the next morning, she had a plan and a destination for us to go feed in Avery County. Well, in our story, what I saw out of the whole process was from the moment she said, I think I need to do something, there was no door closed, there was no barriers, everything was just open to us. Looked at the cost of food. Of course, she come up with 2 meals a day instead of 1. So we looked at the cost of the food and did a little bit of math real quick. And then she talked to Nathan and said church could probably help a little bit with the food. So we figured we had it where we could do it. The next thing I worried about was being gone for a week and a half, and we still have to pay bills at the end of that month. The next day I had a commercial job that came in that was basically a week and a half pay in one job. So that kind of took care of our finances as far as personal goes. The church donated in an overwhelming way that paid for our food and our lodging and everything that we needed to make the trip. It was really good to see God's hand in everything that we did. You know, we even got to a point where we decided we needed a new grill to take with us. The cost of that was $500. And she said, can we afford that? And I finally said, we'll work it out. And I sent Adam to go to get it. And he wasn't gone 10 minutes, and I got a phone call from my boss wanting to bring me $500, that same amount. So that was really interesting. I worried about travel back and forth, but then at our last Watchman meeting that I came to, Brother Rick stopped me and said, don't worry about travel anymore. I prayed about it and everything's good. So we haven't had any issues going and coming and getting what we needed to do done. We had plenty of food to feed everybody and enjoyed doing it.
It was interesting. From the minute I said I wanted to do something, it was like, you know, Jason told me we need a destination, we need a place, you need a plan. So I just prayed about it, you know, and I knew I had to get my time off at work. Immediately, they approved that. The Lord just seemed to work it out. I didn't know where to even start, so I started calling churches in that area. The second church I called put me in touch with the North Carolina Natural Disaster Organization, which they put me in touch with Avery County. And he just worked everything out, every detail. I mean, there was no issues at all.
Well, it was very busy when we got there. We didn't actually get to see the devastation areas. We went to their fairgrounds is where we went to feed first responders and National Guard people and everybody that was helping. We were a little overwhelmed at first when we got there. We found out the guy that we were replacing was using a $250,000 40-foot commercial kitchen trailer. But we decided we just needed to stick to our plan and do what we prepared to do. Well, they were really stressing about how to get everybody fed, especially when the first guy was leaving. They didn't have a plan. And they didn't have a plan for when we were leaving until the day we left. But what we fed was probably almost 2,000 meals, breakfast and dinner. We managed to have enough food for dinners that we served lunch 3 days. But we did, 10 pounds of bacon and about 6 pounds of sausage every morning, about 250 pancakes every morning that we did pancakes. And I think Tuesday morning she cracked about 20 dozen eggs. And they were very appreciative of it and ate every bit of it.
They had never had chicken spaghetti, so that was interesting. But they liked it.
And now they know what East Texas barbecue is. The first day that we got there, Adam and I, they sent us to a place where we could drop off our donations, our coats and our blankets. And this guy probably was in his late 30s. He has a garden nursery, and he closed it down so he could set up places for donations. And they were very happy that we had brought blankets and coats because they weren't getting a lot of that. They were getting stuff that they couldn't use. And so they were very gracious and very appreciative. Adam Spraggins and Wyatt Ford. And we all got up at 4:30 in the morning every day. Well, we didn't really have any challenges. Everything worked like it was supposed to. I don't know about work like it was planned because we didn't have a plan for some things. We just figured we'd get there and start. But everything just seemed to work just like it was supposed to.
He just laid every detail out.
One of the things I read in the morning study the other day was that God will give you what you need, but you have to take the first step and start. And if you're going in the right direction and following what He needs and what He wants, He'll provide what you need. That's what I got out of it.
That Thursday, it was just really weighing heavy on my heart. I felt so bad for those people. I just felt like I wanted to do something for them. And we didn't, actually feed the people that were having all the destruction. We fed people that were helping those people. The minute that I even thought that I wanted to do this, He just started putting the pieces together. They are going to need prayer for a long time. It's going to be a long recovery. I'm sure there's some areas where a team could go up and help because they've experienced a massive amount of destruction, and they still have missing people that they have not found. So it's going to be a long recovery time.
We'd really like to thank the church and all the people of the church. The love that we've seen from our church for us and for everybody else in this country has been amazing to us.
And the Holly Springs Baptist Church, they also donated money as well.